Hi everyone, this is Dr Eyetemou Miguel, your pharmacist, and welcome to my channel. In this new video, we are going to talk about sugar. We are going to see the main sources of sugar in the diet. We are going to see the main effects of sugar on your body. We are going also to talk about the recommended doses of sugar, the daily intake of sugar for both for women and for men. And we are going to end the video with 14 signs that your body will send you to let you know that you are eating too much sugar and that you need to go down to slow down your sugar intake. And it's important to know if you are eating too much sugar or not, because sugar today is an ubiquitous food in the Western diet and might be linked to several conditions such as diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular diseases, which all are non-communicable diseases and which claim the lives of millions of tens of millions of people worldwide each year. So let's start the video by talking a little bit about sugar. We have sugar monosaccharides, which are molecules, one molecule of sugar. We have what we call glucose. We have also fructose and galactose. These are the main sugars, the main monosaccharides that you will find in the diet. You will find glucose mainly in table sugar, so refined sugar. Fructose we will find mainly in the fruits. So it's the main sugar in the fruits, and it's also found in some vegetables. And you find galactose in dairy products such as milk. So these are monosaccharides. You can have other kinds of sugar, such as disaccharides, such as sucrose, table sugar, and also polysaccharides, such as starch that we found in wheat. Those polysaccharides are what is called complex carbohydrates, complex sugars, because they are made of a lot of units of monosaccharides. In this video, we are mainly going to talk about glucose. What are the effects of glucose on the body? Glucose is rapidly and easily absorbed in the intestines, and it is used either directly, so it can directly go to the cells that need it, or it can be stored in the liver or in the muscles. They will store glucose as glycogen. The muscles are going to store glucose only for their own needs, but the liver is going to store glucose for the needs of all the cells of the body. So even when your brain, for example, will need a sugar in case of fasting, liver will then give some amount of glucose to your brain by destroying and breaking down glycogen. So glucose is used mainly in the body to produce energy. One molecule of glucose can yield up to 36 molecules of adenosine triphosphate ATP, which is the energy molecule. It is the molecule that all the cells of your body use to produce energy to perform various activities. So sugar can also be stored as in protein and fat if they are found in excess. So if you eat too much sugar and there is excess sugar in your body, in your blood, your body might store it in the form of proteins or fats. And in the case of storing it as fats, it might lead you to a weight gain, obesity, and also to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, accumulation of fats in your liver. And also sugar will be good to maintain, to keep a good and appropriate muscle mass, because if you eat enough sugar, your proteins, the proteins of your muscle are not going to be broken down. But if you do not eat enough sugar, then your body might be tempted or might be obliged to use the proteins from your muscles, and then your muscle will lose weight, will lose their mass. When you take glucose in, it causes your body, mainly your pancreas, to produce a molecule called insulin, which role is to take glucose from the bloodstream and to put it into inside the cells where it can be used to produce energy. But if you consume a lot of sugar, so if there's excess sugar in your bloodstream, that might lead you to develop what is called insulin resistance. It is a condition in which your body resists to the action of insulin, and this condition might lead to chronic inflammation, obesity, and conditions such as diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and even a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Now let's talk about the recommended dose, because we tend to eat too much sugar today in the Western diet, be it in the form of sugar sweetened beverages such as sodas, or pastries or baked goods such as bread or cookies or cakes, and so on and so forth. So the daily recommended dosage of sugar in women is 25 grams of sugar per day. So women should not exceed 25 grams of sugar or 6 teaspoons of sugar. And for men, men should not exceed 36 grams of sugar or 9 teaspoons of sugar. So generally it is recommended not to exceed, even if you eat too much sugar, to exceed 12 teaspoons of sugar a day. And for infants and toddlers under 2, it is recommended even not to eat sugar at all. Now, what will happen if you start eating sugar on a regular basis and in an excessive way? Number one, you will feel hungry. Your hunger will be increased because sugar will not fill your stomach enough, such as whole foods such as fruits and vegetables. When you have sugar sweetened foods or beverage, they don't come with essential nutrients such as proteins and healthy fats and vitamins and minerals. So they are going to lead you to compulsive snacking. And also sugar has the ability to damage leptin, which is the fat hormone, which is the hunger hormone, which is a hormone that inhibits hunger. So you are going to feel hungry more and more. Number 2, eating too much sugar might lead you to chronic fatigue. You will feel tired, you have low energy levels. And because as we saw, sugar is used to produce energy, but eating too much sugar will just make your glycemia, your blood glucose level, to rise rapidly, and that will give you the impression that you have a lot of energy, but this energy is going to last only for a few minutes, for something like 30 minutes, and then your energy levels will drop and you will feel tired again. So it's not recommended for you to take a lot of sugar when you feel tired. It's preferable for you to go for whole foods such as a fruit, an apple, a banana. Number 3, sugar glucose is going to have an impact on your mood. So you are going to feel more irritable. You are going to have mood swings if you eat too much sugar. Ample evidence suggests that high dose sugar intake can perturb numerous metabolic, inflammatory, and neurobiological processes. Many such effects are of particular relevance to the onset and maintenance of depressive illness. Among them, we have systemic inflammation. So eating too much sugar might lead you to have a high levels of inflammation in your body and in your brain. You might have also gut microbiota disruption. The gut microbiota is all the good bacteria that are found in your intestine and that work for your health, for your good. Also, you might have perturbed dopaminergic reward signaling, insulin resistance, oxidative stress, and the generation of toxic advanced glycation end products that are linked to Alzheimer's disease. So overall, eating too much sugar is not good for your mind. It's not good for your mood. Number 4, you might feel a craving for sweets. Eating too much sugar is going to make your body to produce more dopamine, which is the happy hormone, which is involved in the rewarding system. You are training your body to link pleasure, to link happiness to eating sweets. So as you are training your body to think, your brain to think in that way, then your brain will then start sending you a message of craving for sweets. Number 5, sugar is going to have a negative impact on your blood pressure. So it's going to lead you to hypertension, to high blood pressure. Some studies have linked the high intake of sugar sweetened beverages to the development or a higher incidence of hypertension. Number 6, acne and wrinkles. Eating too much sugar is going to have a negative impact on your skin health, and that might lead to acne and wrinkles. Number 7, you will feel as if foods do not taste sweet enough when you are eating different foods, different meats, because you have been training your brain to expect a high levels of sugar or high level of sweet in your food. Number 8, you are going to gain some weight, and there's a study which has shown that eating too much sugar leads in children and adults to weight gain. So that might lead you to obesity, and this might be one of the reasons why we have today what we call the obesity pandemic. Number 9, eating too much sugar might have a negative impact on your sleep patterns. So it's going to perturb or to disturb your sleep cycle and your sleep quality. So it will be a very good idea if you have sleep issues such as insomnia, sleep apnea, if you have difficulties falling asleep or staying asleep, to decrease the amount of sugar in your diet and to go for more fruits and vegetables. Number 10, infections. It has been shown, it has been proven that eating too much sugar decreases the killing activity of white blood cells on certain bacteria, and this is why you might be more susceptible to develop infections if you are eating too much sugar. Number 11, you might also develop joint issues because too much sugar in your body might increase the levels of inflammation, and inflammation is the main cause of joint issues such as rheumatoid arthritis. Number 12, you might also be more prone to have a dental caries or cavities because that excess amount of sugar will be converted into acid, and that acid is going to attack to destroy your teeth, to attack your gums, and this will lead you to teeth issues such as dental caries or gum diseases. So even if you eat something that is high in sugar, it will be advisable for you to eat just after that fruits such as carrots or apples that are going to clean up your teeth. Number 13, you are going to have brain fog because, as we have seen earlier, sugar has an inflammatory effect on the brain, and that might lead you to problems in memory consolidation, working memory and attention, delayed recall, and the speed at which your brain processes information. So if you are a student, if you are using your brain a lot, it will be very advisable for you to lessen your intake of sugar. And number 14, sugar is a gut irritant that might lead you to some digestive issues such as bloating, cramping, stomach pain, diarrhea, and also constipation. Thanks for having watched this video, and I hope that you are going to decrease your intake of added sugar. Please consider liking, sharing the video, and subscribing to my channel not to miss any upcoming video.